What is a session like with Dione? What's an art therapy online session like? It's a very good question I've had recently. So, you probably know that I'm a creative arts therapist, and that means that I try and use people's creative superpowers to help them overcome their problems or make their life more of what they want it to be. And usually we're successful, just saying. But so, what is it like? So, sometimes we might do art, or you might share your art or your writing or your creative endeavours with me during the session. But most often we will just be talking about those things. I am more than happy to do that in session. In fact, I'd like to do it more, and maybe I could make that happen more. But what we're most likely to do is talk about what's bothering you, what you want to change, try and figure out and identify how you'd like things to be, and then figure out how to make that happen. And we'll use creative means. We'll probably help, you'll decide really on your homework, usually you decide, but it'll be a creative thing. The homework might be some art or some writing or something else. There's just too many things for me to even give you a list and say it'll be one of these 5 or 6 or 8 things. It depends on you. So the session, I could never tell you even at the beginning how a session is going to go, because we go with what feels right, what comes up, what you bring, what I bring, and together we figure that out. I could give you a couple of examples maybe. So maybe if somebody said to me, I'm just feeling, and they couldn't really describe to me, or they try and they just can't really get it right to describe how they're feeling or how they felt in a certain time, then I will probably ask, do you think you could write about that for me? Or do you think you could draw how that felt? Or if it felt right, I might ask, how would you show that on your face? How would you show that on your body? If you were using your body and no words to describe how that felt, then how would you do that? And maybe they could go, that explains a lot. Doesn't that communicate a lot? That you don't always need words. Sometimes other than words are better ways to explain or express something. And we can use that. We can use that movement. I might reflect back the movement that I've seen from you, or I might ask you to exaggerate one part of it or make it the whole thing longer, and then we'll see what comes from that. When it comes to writing, usually people will write out of session and I ask if they're willing to share that with me, and maybe I will suggest the next thing. So maybe if you wrote a letter to somebody or some feeling or some part of you, then maybe I might ask you to write in response. So what would that feeling or that part of you say back to your letter? If you had drawn me a picture, I might ask you about the picture. We might talk about the colours, the placement, which things stood out in the picture to you, how you felt when you drew it. I might ask about what's happening beyond the page in the story in the picture, what happened before or after, and all those kinds of questions can sometimes help illuminate your thinking and help you learn a bit more and take the next step. Okay, those are some good examples of what we might do in a session. So there you go. You know that I have a free 20-minute session. If you're just curious, if you think I might be helpful for someone you know, or if you're thinking for yourself, maybe you'd like to do some online arts therapy with me, go ahead, go to my contact page, book in a 20-minute intro session. No promises, no, what's that word? No, I am so terrible. Sometimes I just lose a single word and I know it's there and I can't remember it. Obligation. No obligation. Give it a try. I am totally fine with that. In fact, it'd be cool. I'd love to meet new people and talk to you about what's going on, or share some ideas of what I might do if I was working in that situation. So many questions, so many possibilities. Go ahead, go book a 20-minute session. Go there right now. I want to talk to you. Only kidding. But don't hesitate. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching to the end. If you did, bonus points for you. Hopefully we can talk soon. This is Dione from After the Rain Arts Therapy Online. Bye.